The Library of Alexandria, one of the world's greatest libraries, was never destroyed. Well, not in the way you think it was. See, it wasn't an earthquake or a fire that caused its demise, but rather a well-orchestrated plan to hide the truth from the masses. That's right. The books didn't burn, but they were systematically removed. And today we'll find out just how this was done, and why those powerful people wanted to keep the world in the dark. We know what you're thinking. Haven't we been told that the library was destroyed by a series of unfortunate events? Indeed we have. But it turns out that these stories are nothing but fairy tales. Historians tell us that the collection started to dwindle in the 3rd century BC, about 200 years after it was founded. Back then, the Ptolemaic rulers of Egypt became increasingly despotic and started persecuting scholars for criticizing their policies. So the intellectuals fled to the Roman Empire and took many scrolls with them. This is believed to be the reason why Rome had a much more extensive collection of Greek literature than Alexandria. Hey, but hold on a second. If this is true, then does that mean that the real reason behind the library's destruction was simply that people left? We're getting to that. According to historian Peter Green, the rulers of Alexandria were too keen on lending books to foreigners, and would often confiscate their property when they left the city. Could this have something to do with the decline of the library? Perhaps, in the year 48 BC, Julius Caesar arrived in Alexandria and set up camp near the library. He stayed there for around a year, while he sorted out his affairs in the eastern provinces of his empire. The citizens of Alexandria were thrilled to have the famous Roman general in their midst, and threw a huge banquet in his honor. Unfortunately, Caesar ended up starting a riot when he insulted one of the Alexandrian nobles during the festivities. And as he left the city, his soldiers stormed the harbor and burned several Egyptian ships. While none of this directly affected the library, things soon took a turn for the worse. A civil war erupted between Caesar's ally Ptolemy XII and his brother, Ptolemy XIII. The latter was executed in 47 BC, supposedly at Caesar's behest, but not before setting fire to the royal palace. And guess where the wind blew all those flames? Yep, right towards the library. To make matters even worse, Caesar apparently lost his mind and ordered his troops to attack the civilians of Alexandria, killing some 2,000 people. This was in retaliation for the death of his friend and advisor Apollodorus, who was slain during the riots. To this day, many historians claim that Caesar's rampage led to the destruction of the library, but no one knows for sure. There aren't any written accounts of the extent of the damage caused to the great library. What we do know is that it never recovered from this assault and was a shadow of its former self by the time Cleopatra took the throne. So putting the pieces together, we can say that the library was never truly destroyed, but rather allowed to fall apart. Books were taken, sold, and given away until there was hardly anything left. In fact, recent discoveries suggest that some of its texts might still exist hidden in secret vaults beneath churches, mosques, and government buildings. What do you think? Does this explanation make more sense than the traditional narrative? Let us know in the comments. We hope you enjoyed this episode. So, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. And remember to keep an open mind, because here are some more theories that challenge what we think we know about the ancient world.